Good morning. Well, today is day one of the $40 grocery challenge. This morning for breakfast, I'm making scrambled eggs on toast. It's just a nice, basic, easy breakfast. And then I'm going to start cooking up the chicken for the week, start prepping that. And I'm also going to be making some muffins. So I'm making muffins today for breakfasts. So 2 eggs. I'm going to use some of these spaghetti vegetables because instead of just a scrambled egg, I think I'm just going to make a larger omelet and cut it in half. And we'll have a little bit of vegetables added to that. Not too much, just a little bit. Just to say there's vegetables. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of water. Salt and pepper. Magic pepper. Magic salt. Just going to mix that up. I'm going to let it sit there for a couple minutes while I melt some butter in the pan. And now for the toast. Time to make the omelet. Nice and basic, guys. And just a little bit of that veg will actually help it spread a little bit more. And that is our toasts. So I'm going to add some basil, just for some flavor. And a little bit of onion powder. Even though there's onion in it already. We just like our onion powder in there. That's it. I'm going to put the lid on, leave it there for about a minute or two, and then we'll have an omelet. So the toasts are buttered, and we didn't buy ketchup, but I had these condiments from the restaurant, like I told you we could use up, because those came up free, because I pick them up whenever we go to the restaurant. And my mommy saves it for us as well. So we just need 1 packet per slice. So there's butter on there, a little bit of ketchup, and we're just going to top it with our omelet. Da-da-da-da-da! Cut the omelet in half. Make an omelet breakfast. An egg could go a long way, guys. And if you leave if you leave the lid on, that egg just puffs up. Look how big that egg is, and it's only half of the egg. Like, I still have this half here. There we go. Nice little breakfast for me and Jay. We typically don't eat very much in the morning, so this is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that is breakfast. Vegetable egg omelet on toast with ketchup. Is the omelet okay?
Yeah, it's really good. I forgot about this good part of the challenge here.
What's that?
I don't have to cook.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. And now it's time to cook up my chicken. So I took the legs off, and I'm going to boil it in 6 cups of water, and I'm going to make my broth with that. So I'm going to add some salt. Magic salt. Magic salt. And we're going to put the full chicken, or the rest of that chicken, in the oven. I have 2 cups of water in there, and we're going to use the drippings and everything else afterwards to add to this broth to make the soup for tomorrow. So the chicken's going in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes. We're going to take a peek at it and go from there. Now I have 3 recipes this week that need a little bit of a pasta sauce or a little bit of a sauce, right? So I bought this tomato paste and I said I was going to stretch it. So I'm going to show you how I stretch this tomato paste into 3 different recipes. So some of them don't need very much sauce, but it's just a little bit of sauce, but we're going to stretch it. So first off, I'm going to put a cup of the spaghetti vegetables in this blender here. Then I'm going to put a cup of water. I'm going to put it on there and I'm going to mix it up right away so it kind of does what I need it to do. How do you put this thing on? I'm still getting used to this thing here. Come on! There. All right. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Guess I should close the lid, guys. There we go. So I'm not going to cook this or anything like that. I'm just going to put it aside. Some of it's going to go in the freezer because it's later on during the week. But now I'm going to add the tomato paste in there. And like you could see, it's really thick. It's puree, right? It's tomato puree. So you got to put some liquid in there to make it good. I'm not adding salt, pepper, or any kind of spices yet because each recipe is different. So it's going to need its own spices and stuff. But I'm going to add a little bit of water in here to clean it out. That's for sure. There we go. And I think that's all I need. Just a basic sauce. And I add the spices when I need it, when I make the other recipes. Nice and easy. Ready to go kind of thing. And look how much more sauce I have. I might actually be able to add more water to this. We'll see. And there you go. It's thick enough. I could add some more spices to it, like I said, when I'm doing the recipes. And add whatever I want to it. But this is going to be for 3 different recipes. And it's exactly what I need. So I have 400 milliliters right here. So it's maybe about 500 milliliters in total. Okay, way to spread it. So this is for tonight. I added a little bit of vegetables because it's going to be part of the dinner that I'm making. This is for another day, this is for another day, and this is for another day. So they're going to go in the freezer, and I'll just use them when I need them. Okay, guys, I just want to show you that I also prepped the pasta. Remember that pasta I bought, the 900 gram bag for 88 cents? Well, I stretched it to make 4 different meals. So we have 1 cup of pasta here, 2.5 cups there, 2.5 cups there, 2.5 cups there. So that's going to make 4 different meals for me and Jay. So I have 4 different recipes. And actually, one of them is going to make an extra meal. So 5 different meals for 88 cents. Well, if you count in the rest of the ingredients, it's a little bit more than 88 cents. But yeah, the 88 cents bag really did stretch this week. Okay, so those chicken legs are ready. The chicken broth is ready. But the chicken in the oven's not ready yet. And remember, we're going to use the liquid that's from the chicken in the oven and add it to that for the soup. So this is the chicken from the 2 chicken legs. I'm going to be making a soup with it, but not tomorrow, the next day. So I'm just going to put it in the freezer and I'll have it ready for when it comes time to make the soup. My oven sucks. That's all I have to say is my oven's absolutely sucks. It's been more than 45 minutes. It's not even halfway done yet. So I put it up to 400 and I'm going to put in another 15 to 20 minutes to see if it's going to be ready. Stupid oven. So the chicken's almost ready. Just another maybe 10 minutes or so. So let's put it back in the oven. Okay, so the first day is always the longest day to do things because you got to prep. But it makes the week easier. So now I'm going to make the muffins. Okay, so what I did was when I bought those bananas, I put them in the freezer. So I took 2 out last night and put it in the fridge. So they're nice and easy to mash this morning. So I'm just going to mash it up a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's mash up this thing. And I'm going to add 1 egg. We're going to make some delicious muffins. Delicious muffins! I have minimal ingredients. So this is going to work, I think. We're going to make cinnamon banana muffins. Mix that up real good. Now we're just going to add the quick oats. This way we don't have to eat oatmeal this week because I'm not too fond of just eating oatmeal unless it has fruits and nuts and stuff inside of it, which it doesn't. So we're just going to do what we can today. As soon as I'm able to open this bag. And I need scissors. Jeez. I'll have to cut the strip off because it's bulky. Okay, so I want to make at least 6 muffins, if not more. So we'll see what we could do. Just make it the Natty way, right? Okay, first actually we're going to add some cinnamon, some ginger. Lots of ginger. Cinnamon, I'd say about 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to eye it, because that's what I do. Lots of cinnamon, guys. Lots of cinnamon. Then, oh, we got to put some salt in there. Magic salt. Magic salt. Well, it wasn't really magic, but, you know. We're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 cups. What was that? Half cups. So 2 cups for now. Let's just mix it up and see if we can add some more. Depends how it sticks together. Oh, I can add a little bit more, guys. So I'm going to add another cup. And there we go. That should be enough for this week for the muffins. And I still have some oatmeal left. So I have about this much left, guys. So I'll put that aside and I'll seal that up after. And if I need to make some cookies this week or something, I could do that. Just going to mix this up real good. And I'm going to add one of these sugar twins just for a little bit more sugary flavors. It's not my favorite thing, but it's sugar, right? And then keep on going. That should be enough. Yeah, let's get some magic spoon in there. It's just a little bit too dry for me, guys. Just a little bit. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of water. Just a little bit. Maybe about 2 tablespoons. Just to say there's some water in there.
so they could stick. There's some dry stuff right there in the corner. Oh yeah, that's all I need. Just gotta keep mixing. Just keep mixing, Natty. Now I could do cookies with that. I could do muffin bars. I could do just muffins. I'm just gonna do the muffins. Okay, so I have 6, and technically I just need 4 for this week. So we have 2 extra, and we have this. So I'm gonna make some cookies in the air fryer with that. So we'll have little cookies for snacks, during the day if we're hungry. So I'm gonna add some more cinnamon on top. We like cinnamon in this house. Cinnamon is a must in your cupboard, guys, because you can do so much with cinnamon. Add that to your spice rack. This is what makes things taste good, right? And when you're on a budget, you need the extra flavor. I'm going to stick that in the oven because I have room with the chicken. So the chicken's at 400, and I'm going to stick that in for 8 minutes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get to 185, 185, 185, 185. It's taking so long. It's just crazy. Okay. 185, 185. All right, so it's at 185, guys. Time to take the chicken out. Now I'm going to put that broth with the other broth, and that will be for soup this week. I'm going to take apart the chicken. So the thighs, I'll have 2 thighs and 2 chicken breasts, and the chicken wings will be for different meals. And we're going to use that up this week. Look at all that chicken broth. That's going to be going in my soup. Can't wait to make that soup. So I'm going to let that cool down. And the soup is not meant for tomorrow, but the next day. So I'm putting everything in the freezer. That's the way I do things. Unless I'm going to use it the next day or whatever. So it's going to go in the freezer for that soup. And I'll take it out tomorrow night. And I'll have a broth for soup. Okay, so with leftover oatmeal cookie batter, I made 4 cookies. So a little bit of ginger on top. So these are going to be ginger cookies, or ginger flavored banana oatmeal cookies. A little bit of salt, just to add a little bit of saltiness to it. And I'm going to put that in the air fryer for 5 minutes at 375, and then flip them for another 5 minutes, and it will be ready. That is the chicken breast for tonight. Okay, so the chicken is prepared now. This one's for tonight. I'm going to cut it up in my recipe for tonight. Here's another chicken breast for another night, for another recipe. The rest of the chicken I took apart from the bones, so that's going to be for the other recipe. And those are the bones. I'm going to save them and freeze them. So if I want to make another chicken broth, I could use the chicken bones to make a chicken bone broth. And that's what I did with full chicken. And the cinnamon banana oatmeal muffins are ready. So we'll have some of those for breakfast. And we'll have a little extra treat that was not on the menu. A couple of these ginger cinnamon cookies. Banana oatmeal. So actually I'm going to have one of these today. And Jay's going to have one of these today. So there'll be 2 more for during the week. And we'll have 2 extra muffins for during the week as well. Now that all that prep is done for the week, I'm going to have my cookie. I like that I added salt to it. I can really taste the ginger. Delicious. Next up is lunch. So I'm going to make some spaghetti squash fries and barbecue pork on a cheese bun. So I'm not going to use the whole squash because I'm going to use it for a couple recipes this week. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to cut the ends off, peel it, and prep it so I'll have it ready for when I need it. So I'm going to take the seeds out first. I'll cut it in half, actually. Do I want to cut it in half? Yeah, let's cut it in half. So this part here, actually, this part here will be for the rest of the week because I have another recipe in mind. And this will be for today. Such a natty move, guys. I forgot to peel it. So now I gotta peel it. Make a mess. Make a mess. I got less in the bowl. Got it all on the counter, just flies everywhere. Now I take the seeds out. And I think I could actually keep these seeds, so I might actually do that. Put it aside and keep them and see if I could grow them. I think that's going to make a lot of fries. So I might just cut up one of these. Keep that just to add to a soup or something. And the rest could be for fries today in the air fryer. So there's fries. I'm going to put them in the air fryer for 6 minutes at 400. And then I'm going to flip them. I add a little bit of olive oil and salt. And we're going to season them near the end. So that one piece I cut off of this piece, I'm going to put it in the baggie. That's going to go in a soup this week. As for these, they're going in the fridge because they'll be used tomorrow with dinner. These are nice and thick, boneless. Yum. Now I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper on there. So let's start with the pepper. Magic pepper. Magic pepper. And as for the salt, magic salt. Magic salt. And I think I'll put a little bit of onion powder on there, because that's what we like to do here. Onion powder. Onion powder. So while we wait, remember I made that sauce this morning? I'm going to steal about 2 tablespoons from this sauce from tonight. Just 2 tablespoons. That's all I need for my sauce for this sandwich. Okay, so we have the sauce. Stir that. And we're going to add a little bit of this chipotle. So now you can see what I'm doing. Let's add about a teaspoon of the chipotle. We'll get spicy. Let's say barbecue, make this a barbecue one, but I think it's a chipotle pork cheese sandwich. A cheese bun kind of thing. And I'm going to add a ketchup packet to that. I'm going to taste it. Woo! Mamma mia! You know what? I want to add mayonnaise. Those mayonnaise packets I told you, I get these when I go to Wendy's. And they give us about 5 every time we ask for some. So we're good for this challenge. So I want to make it a little creamy, right? Like a creamy barbecue. Cut down on that heat. I think I put too much chipotle. But Jay will love it. He loves cayenne pepper and stuff like that. So he likes chipotle as well. I don't mind chipotle. Man, I think I put a little too much. So I added a cup of water to those drippings from the pork that was left over in the pan. And I'm just going to let it cool now. And I'm going to keep it as a broth. I just warmed these up in the air fryer. They're very hot. So they're nice and toasty. Going to open them up. So I put it in the microwave for just 10 seconds just to warm up the sauce. It's not going to be cold that way because it was from the fridge. drooling over here. I'm drooling. I'm drooling. Now, it would be so good with cheese, guys, but it's a cheese bun, so there's cheese on the bun. So I didn't have to buy cheese. The only cheese I have this week are the cheese buns and the cheese seasoning clubhouse mix that I bought. So I'm going to take one of the pork chops. This is my pork chop. Look at that. Bam! Just like that. And his pork chop. Or not even pork chop. His pork. Boneless pork. Mmm. Bam! Mmm. And that's lunch, guys. Mm-hmm. Lunch on a budget. Day 1. Taste test time. So I'm going to eat lunch and have a break before I do next part of this video, which is supper. So these are the butternut squash French fries. Mm. Mm. Just a little bit of salt and olive oil. Mm-hmm. Mm. This is the boneless pork with a chipotle sauce that I made. Salt and pepper on it. Onion powder. Yes, I'm busy. Every time, guys, I swear to God. Leave me alone. Mmm.
Mmm. Well,
Lots
that's
of
a good sauce.
Lots of chipotle in there for you, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's good.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. So we're going to go sit down. I'm going to relax. I've been cooking all morning. It's now 10:58, guys.
11 o'clock.
We're eating an early lunch. And I've been cooking all day, prepping all day. The first day's always worse. The rest of the week's going to be a lot faster. See you at dinner. Okay, so the pasta's boiled. It's straining in the strainer right now. So we're going to put that sauce I made this morning. We're going to warm it up. And we're going to add the spices we need now. So I have the dry chives that I have in my cupboard. A little bit more salt. And I have this on low, very low. So I'm going to use oregano. No, sorry. Let's use some Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning. And that's all we're going to use for now. Just want to warm this up. And we're going to have 1 chicken breast for this recipe. This is just for tonight. Now let's mix that in. Ooh. Now I still have a little bit of sauce in the container, the residue, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water. Okay. And I have Parmesan in my cupboard all the time. So this is a dried Parmesan product. I got it off the food truck a while back. And I keep some in my freezer. And when I need it, I take it out. Put it in my cupboard. And I had some in my cupboard. I always have some in my cupboard. So I'm putting a bunch of this in there. It's part of my spice rack, guys. So we're going to put quite a bit in there. Make it like a chicken parm. It's dry Parmesan. And it's a must in my pantry. And I got it for free. So there we go. So that's good enough. We're going to add the pasta now. I'm going to do one more thing before I mix it around. I'm going to add some olive oil to it. So olive oil to my pasta. then we're going to mix it. Mix her up. It's not going to be a really saucy pasta, but it's going to be something to enjoy tonight. Once that's ready, I'm going to put it on a plate for both me and Jay. And we're going to top it off with chicken. And then we're going to put it in the fridge because it's still early in the day. It's only 12 o'clock. I wanted to get this done the first day nice and early because, well, the first day was a long day. I'm just finishing up my cooking for the day right now, right? Just a little bit more olive oil. Mix it up. That's it. Just got to plate it. Add the chicken to it. On top. On the side. And that's it. That's all. It's ready to go. And there's dinner for tonight. And we're going to really enjoy that for dinner tonight. And for dessert tonight, or for snack later on, it's going to be cinnamon tea. This is the cinnamon tea I was telling you about earlier at the grocery haul. And we'll have 2 custard cookies each. We're going to keep the one extra towards the desserts at the end of the week. So there we go, guys. That's day 1 of my $40 grocery challenge. Okay, guys, that's it for today. That is day 1 of the $40 grocery challenge. Come back tomorrow because I'll have another video. Tomorrow is day 2, and I have some great things planned for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.